think the range of Marjorie's art is remarkably wide. She valued her observations and her exploration in art very highly. So she didn't want to consolidate what other people approved of. She wanted to explore further. Her style matured and changed, so she never had the cramping of style which can happen when a person is determined to sell and one work is popular, and so they do that essentially for the rest of their life. Marjorie was never like that. She was an explorer. Drawing was normal in our family. Our mother sketched, even in China when they were working as missionaries. We had camping holidays, and the normal expectation of Marjorie by the rest of the family was that she would be somewhere drawing. So she'd be drawing what she saw. And that lasted lifelong. She would draw what she saw. And if she was painting, it would be painting in the open air. She wouldn't normally paint in studio. So she would have a sketchbook or paper at hand, and she would be drawing the buildings, the people, the animals, the flowers. She painted and drew portraits. She drew mother and myself and friends from the very beginning. She enjoyed drawing other children at school. She had young children not long after leaving art college. 4 little girls really filled her life. When the children appeared and all their friends, then she would often ask a child to sit for her. And of course children are impatient and won't always last long. So she was drawing quickly and with accurate and sympathetic observation. And even after her children were fully grown, friends and neighbours would be in the house a lot. So making time for her art was actually quite a challenge. She enjoyed the environment of home, and so she painted a lot of simple objects, jugs and fruit and tables. She always painted and drew, but she didn't expect that to be a living. She had chosen to be a book illustrator as something that would give her a steady income, but teaching was necessary too, and she enjoyed young children and teaching. Marjorie visited Canada and encountered Amish quilting and was very touched by that. It was a homely craft, and she started to make quilts for the marriages and for the grandchildren. The family had a friendly link with the Quakers in Edinburgh, and Marjorie found it helpful when friends in that group had hard times to invite them to come and make a quilt together. So Marjorie would design it. She was a person who enjoyed helping people to resolve their problems. One of the things that has always impressed me about Marjorie's artistic ability is her ability to capture the line that she sees. I think over the years that was fundamental to her art, and it developed into the sort of simplicity that one sees with, I would say, someone like Picasso. And I find it interesting that in the last 10 years of her life, she found her way to design for glass engraving, where the line is so important. And she would paint on the glass, on the crystal, but really it's there in all her art. She had a fine sense of overall design and of colour and of colour balance. Marjorie died at the end of 1999 at 65 years old. She had in fact developed ovarian carcinoma, which has a reputation for creeping up on people. She was very content. She was surrounded by her family, and she slept. I've been very happy to find a role in promoting Marjorie's work. From very early, I've been amazed by it, and I've felt increasingly that it hasn't had the recognition that it deserves. So our house has really become an art gallery, and we've been able to give over one room entirely to Marjorie's art. I've now catalogued, I believe, 1,226 items. Well over 300 of the works that I've catalogued are actually owned elsewhere. But I think everyone coming to see the work is impressed by how good it all is. It's not just what has gone that's good. There's really nothing that isn't.